I didn't expect such a big crowd at the hearing. Should I take the stand myself? Maybe we can do a little show of, paws. Wait! You raised your left paw before I even finished my sentence. No, that doesn't count. Let's try again. Okay, if you raise your right paw, I'll let someone else handle it. Right paw, huh? Well...
Miss Jieje, the hearing is about to start. If you would please join us.
Now? Yes, Madame Juyo. I'll be there in a minute. Rover! Oh, you're here. I just handed over all the evidence we gathered from Ming. Now the Shangyun Art Exchange can't deny the... But there is one more thing. The patroller... You're really kind, but, I'll be fine to do this. Some things I've got to face. That said, if I get nervous and mess up any details, could you please help to remind me? Thank you. Having you... It's about time. We should probably go in, huh?
With both parties present, this hearing is now in session.
Hey, Rover! Took you long enough to get here. Things are getting awfully with your knack for solving mysteries. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but word has it, there's this mysterious arcane artist who's painting. Once their canvas dries, whatever they've painted leap. The thing is, anyone who might have seen these paintings, well, they vanish. And I've never heard of such a unique form. Lately, I've been receiving reports about eerie monsters. These monsters, they look like paintings from a distance. But reading these reports, I couldn't shake the tale of the arcane artist from my... Sure, some say it's just... But with rumors swirling, folks are getting... Deal! I'll pay whatever... Oh, and you might want to chat...
Hi. Onwards. Forgive me.
That's it for today. Time for a break. Oh, you've come to the right guy. I was playing chess with the old... At first I thought they were Tacitus. Curiosity got the best and saw that they had these strange features. Maybe. But unlike Tacitus...
Forgive me. Hi. Onwards.
You don't look like you were...
Onwards.
I've gathered enough information. It's time to check the scene where those monsters were spotted.
Roll for me.
There's something ahead. That figure. That paint. Nothing here. That's odd. Did I just imagine that?
Rover! You're here! Sorry, did I scare you just now? Finding inspiration. The night often sparks my creativity. Of course not! I heard about the tale of the arcane artist and hoped to find— Sorry I lied to you. No, I'm bringing painted creatures to life, making fantasy. Now this story is making the rounds again. Yes, there was one, but these paintings, I don't know unfortunately, I'm not very good at I'm here for the arcane artist. Is that so? Okay.
Listen up. Photosynthesis. Roll for me.
Hey, Juju. Long time no see. You need more pigments already?
No, not yet.
And this must be the Rover. Nice to meet you.
But I've never had the chance to—
A great moment for it. So, when it comes—
No!
Juju, you can't keep avoiding things.
Yes, Mr. Shilang is right. Rover, I've actually been meaning to tell you something. Hello, my name is Zhe Zhi. We have met before, but I like to make this a formal request. I would really like for us to become friends.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
Hello? Juju? Hey, what are you waiting for?
Okay. I can do this. Robert.
That was a pretty obvious slip of the tongue.
Nice to meet you. My name is Zhe Zhi. I'm a painter. I take art commissions and strive to create beautiful paintings. I'm not being very articulate.
How sweet.
Wait, Mr. Shillong.
Oh, I know the tale. If such an artist truly existed, I supply ore to pigment. Oh, they bought heaps of leftover ore, the cheapest type.
After Rover and I bumped into each other, we decided to investigate the surroundings and follow patrol. It was there we learned about the details of Mingyan's.
Once Zhezhi has the paintbrush in her hand, she'll be fine making.
A new technique.
Luminous energy. It's the painting.
Sorry to trouble you. If I had been clearer, you wouldn't have had to
Thanks for your help, Rover. We caught.
Why?
Mingyang? Why are you? Yes, we used to.
You? I'm alone. Thank goodness I wasn't hurt. It was so close. Part of it, I guess. I saw that painter. She looked like she was losing it. I'm talking shouting, waving her paintbrush around like she was sweeping the sky. I might be off here, but I swear those things on her scroll started squirming around before the whole swarm of monsters exploded out of thin air. They started to whack and thwack people all over the place. I was terrified and ran away not super clearly, but when I was running for my life, I heard her screaming at all those creatures, all like, "Stop! Don't do this!" I think she might have been trying to stop them from hurting people.
Oh, my head. Oh, it hurts. Only a bit. It looked like she was arguing. I heard stuff like,
That's strange. Oh, you're back. You figured it out already?
The painting blurs the line between reality and illusion, causing whoever...
So, Mingyan channeled her forte into the painting, creating temporary fan. People saw her abilities and spread the rumor.
The monsters described in the rumors were probably, in fact, I had sensed something odd at the mine. But after we met, I thought it was coming from you. Come to think of it now.
So she was there at the same time, but what could have driven her to create such dangerous paintings? From what I know of her, she doesn't seem like someone who would take such risks for personal gain. She kept squeezing my hand and trying to tell me something. I think she wants me to continue the investigation. After learning about the details of the assault,
Pointless!
I haven't finished my statement. Photosynthesis. Yes, this is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here. Let's find... There is a difference. The brushwork on this one, see how heavy it is? You can tell Mingyang was in low spirits. And this one, the strokes are light and fluid. The feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brushstrokes with... Yes! To me, painting is like a... It is strange, though. She keeps reproducing waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. This artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua Village. Ah, the pigment! When did it get on my clothes? Huh? It came off with just a little wipe. It shouldn't come off the fabric so... Looks like they're staining and could have improvised her clothing as a canvas for her ideas. I used to do this whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper. I'd paint rough outlines onto my clothes. After all, fabric used to be a common art material. Besides, using clothes does help to seize fleeting inspiration, don't you? It's a shame the clothes are stained forever, but it's worth it to see how different inks behave on...
Roll for me.
How could this happen? Being picky about one's work is second nature to an... I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art outshining someone else's. I've always admired my fellow artists, hoping that one day I could be as good as them. I kept painting and improving, but no, this needs to be refined. I had these kind of thoughts. It's true that when I felt trapped, embrace my emotions, but if I found myself in the same situation as Mingyang, perhaps she was forced into this and was looking for a way out. I can't just turn a blind eye and let them... Hey, have a look at this. Seems like this pigment is home. Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar? Medicinal herb.
She must have been making...
These herbs were used for medicine. I've never tried. My family always brought... Sorry. The vase must have been on that cabinet, judging by where... A gull puff jumped out of the fit. Someone broke into the studio. However, they were startled by something unexpected.
This might be related to the...
The clues from the studio led there. We
Listen up!
The trolley is worn. Maybe it carried something very heavy. Could it be they transported ore, made pigments from them, and then moved the pigments elsewhere? Could the buyers Mr. Shilang mentioned be the ones who stole the ore? Scarlet Thorn, Indigoite. I took a look and noticed that these pigments were standard pigments, adhere well and last. I did mention this back. Did she buy?
Who are you?
Hello.
You're here to buy paintings? That's...
We.
Huh? Okay then. It's nothing. Just wait for her here. When she leaves, it usually... Know her? We go way back. She's okay in our books. Though she hasn't had the easiest run either. Guess you could call us friends. She even gifted us a painting. It's some... Oh, here it is. We're no fancy connoisseurs, but even we can tell that girl can paint.
I kind of like it myself. It's lively, bright, almost.
Can't recall anything.
My guess? She's dabbling in some new secretive art piece. I spotted her taking risky stabs at painting out in the wild.
Well, now that you mention it, I do remember. But her little art excursion stirred up some...
That's right, I saw her paintings myself. Tried to steer her clear, and what do I get? A lecture. Artists. Always on their own wild wavelength, aren't they?
Sorry to interrupt, but mind if I.
Us? Oh, the usual. A bit of hunting. Oh, right. You reminded me. We do make and sell pigments, occasionally.
Oh yeah, Ming Yan buys from us often. We give her the lowest price, just as friends do.
I have an idea. Yes, I think neither these exiles nor Mingyan has told. I noticed some of the exiles' hands were blackened. The thought suddenly hit me. What if so? They must be making a lot of pigments and inks. The painting they showed us and the artworks in the studio. Her diary shows us she had major mood swings. All these strange things started happening after the Shengyun art exchange. Makes sense.
Photosynthesis. Listen up!
I hear people talking. Okay, I'll use my...
Hands off my friends.
Joint operation.
Take...
Who the hell are you? Coming at us like this? Think you could just push around exiles, huh?
It's them. They were here asking about Ming Yan earlier today.
Who do you think you are? We don't need to tell you a thing.
About Ming Yan? Didn't my men answer your questions already? That's everything we got on her, I swear. What more do you want? Well, all right. I'll tell you everything.
Yin Feng, we aren't supposed to.
What? Can't you see that we're no match for her? Go ahead. Pick a fight if you want, but I'm not now. What else do you want to know? Just ask.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her so hard, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even pick up a paintbrush.
Oh, quick to sell me. She's been rebellious, and now what else do you want to know? Just ask to cut our costs and keep our cooperation with the painters going. What else could it be? Now, what else do you want to know? Just ask. We're with the Shenyun Art Exchange. We're only pretending to be exiles because our boss, Mr. Baitsu, wants this business.
You shouldn't have told them. Mr. Baitzer said no one can find out about the art exchange.
You just can't stop talking? Now, what else do you want to know?
So the Shenyun Art Exchange has been involved in Mingyang's case right from the start. No wonder they got all shifty when we brought up Mingyang earlier. Yingfeng. It was his signature on Mr. Shizan's transaction record.
When I asked him about the incident, he put all the blame on Ming Yan, saying she had ulterior. The exiles we questioned during the day did the same, trying to divert attention and cover up their own involvement at the scene in the first place. These distractions led us to concentrate solely on Ming Yang.
I have a theory. But there's so many more people in the camp. They might hide all the evidence if we barge in like that.
Huh? Why are you staring?
This should do the trick. Now, let's see what information we can find inside the camp.
Never thought I'd get worn out from something that... Wow.
I can't believe the number of painters involved. They know where they all live too.
These addresses are not to this camp, is...
Judging from the list, it looks like they're... These paintings are all fakes. How has this managed to be kept from the public for...
They risk being exposed if they transport. We should look for more clues.
I won.
Impossible.
You can have the money back. Every penny of it. I just want out. Please.
You think we'll let you go?
What do you...
A dead person tells me.
That's everything from our talk, yeah?
Keep an eye on her for...
Understood.
This must be the warehouse they were. There's still some leftover ink lying around. They're all from the list. This batch is all Serenity of Xehua Village. Mingyang's. These aren't just simple copies anymore. It's obvious now. She was working with them to create forgeries for her own gain. In the end, this is the path she chose. I suspected as much, though I couldn't quite... I wasn't Wait, this painting. It's the Serenity of Xehua Village original, not a copy. Shouldn't it be at the... Oh, I see it now. This was the painting they stole from the studio. These copies, they're almost identical to the original. But there are some details, subtle ones, that reflect the artist's quirks, not just their technique. But if you look closely, you'll find that the finishings are a bit, well, that's because I... Look out!
I shall lead the way.
No. I'm just catching my breath. But where did these tacit discords come from?
Her emotions cause the painting's frequencies to fluctuate, attracting the monsters.
But she's not even here.
It's just...
Maybe she did see you ever since I saw. It seems like it's all my fault. But more exiles from the art exchange. Watch out!
Surrender your stuff. Save me, Oz.
Joint operation.
Surrender your stuff. Useless idiots.
Roll for me. Hands up, my
Did you really think we'd let you just walk away after you destroyed our warehouses and interfered with our business?
Why is everyone...
Who exactly are you people? You don't look like you're patrollers. What do you want? If it's the paintings you're after, take as many as you want. We can always make new ones.
forcing people to make copies like a factory line? It's disrespecting the creator's dignity.
It's just a couple of stones and trees on a piece of paper, for crying out loud. Even for the amount of paint and ink.
How could you measure the value of creation in such a way?
Oh, so you're also here for the money. Look, name a figure. We'll pay double if it'll...
That's not what I meant.
Then what the hell do you want from...
I want to expose everything to the public. Aside from reporting you to the patrollers, I want to let the public know about the way you coerce the painters and put their lives at risk for profit. I'll expose it all. Is something wrong? I can't remain silent about...
You better think this through.
I never painted for the art exchanges.
First, we keep these guys on...
Well, that's quite the story. At best, allow me to remind you, do you honestly believe her
No. Mr. Baitsu, you're changing the subject.
How ungrateful. She ensnared us in this debacle, and now you dare to lay the blame at our feet.
But before we proceed, I wish to present this audio recording to the court.
Oh, Mr. Baitsu stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Ming Yan's paintings to the Shan-Yuan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack and cause that mess?
Mingyan was initially only making copies. Everything changed after you stepped in. Trickery, misinformation, and later on even threats. She was led down the path of forging artworks for you. I do understand that if her own heart hadn't wavered, none of this would have happened. But there was already no turning back by the time she wanted to quit. So, saying she was the mastermind behind it all, that's just not fair.
Even so, how is forgery a valid accusation? Nothing like that was mentioned in your recording, now was it?
This evidence clearly shows that these paintings are no ordinary copies, but your way of making a profit.
There's no such thing as real or fake paintings. You're not fooling anyone. For it to be forgery, there has to be another original artist. These paintings are all the work of Ming Yan. Even if she made dozens of identical copies, it wouldn't be considered forgery.
Mr. Baitsu, do you recognize this painting?
Well, of course. It's Serenity of Shehua Village, the work of the arcane artist.
Then can you tell the difference between this one and the others?
Of course. This piece possesses a lifelike quality unmatched by any other, all thanks to the resonance ability of the arcane artist Ming Yan.
However, judging from these paintings, it seems Ming Yan's ability never stabilized successfully. Except for this original piece.
What does this have to do with anything? Do you have solid evidence to prove the differences between these paintings? What you're saying is all speculation. There's no guarantee a painter won't make mistakes, is there?
Artists seeking perfection always choose the highest quality pigments for their most important pieces. During our investigation of the studio, I accidentally got paint on me and discovered something interesting about the materials used in these paintings. The original paintings had pigments that were pure and brighter, able to blend more naturally and retain color for longer. In contrast, the forgeries used pigments made from mineral scraps. These don't hold up the same, smudging at the slightest touch. We can distinguish the real paintings from the fakes, simply by analyzing the ink used.
Doing so only proves the so-called original painting is created differently from the others. Are you implying that Ming Yan is only allowed to use a single kind of pigment throughout her work? How is this supposed to prove that we are behind the forgeries?
Because the original creator of Serenity in Shehua Village is me. When I was a child, painting was the only way I could express myself freely. Everything I did and didn't understand, it all flowed through the tip of my paintbrush. All that I saw lived within my paintings. Whatever I thought, I painted into reality. This power to turn fantasies into reality gradually caught the interest of many. Tales of the arcane artist spread far and wide. I took great joy in my skills improving. However, I discovered to my dismay that my parents were using my creations to turn a quick profit. They were sold at unbelievable prices. Some sought beauty in enchanted worlds, using the paintings as a distraction from reality. Others resorted to hellish nightmares to inflict torment upon those they desire. My own abilities had led my paintings astray. They were being exploited, and everything was spiraling out of control. After I realized this, I began to fear holding a brush. I tried to paint without relying on my abilities, but my parents scolded me for it. They called anything painted without using my abilities worthless. After the family business fell apart, my parents vanished without a trace. They may have left behind a considerable mess, but freedom has also been returned to my brush. Shehua Village was my first stop upon arriving in Jinzhou alone. Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. A poem I wrote, inscribed on Serenity in Shehua Village. I know it's not that well written, but it's proof of my decision to stop everything I was doing. And that painting, well, it became the arcane artist's final piece of art. Ever since that day, paintings with special abilities gradually faded from everyone's minds. And I never used my abilities to paint again.
Well, that was certainly a touching story. But I'm afraid your words alone won't be enough to prove you created this painting.
Madame Juyao, to prove my statement, I request your permission to use and paint with one of these copies.
Granted.
Yes, Ming Yang's experience has made me realize something. To create art that truly resonates, I must first accept myself. The paintings I drew in the past, they were heartfelt creations, pieces of my life. They formed my past and shaped who I am today. It's not just about proving a single painting. It's about so much more. If my forte is the cause behind all this, then I must take responsibility. I can't just let this go on and hurt others.
I mean, it's okay. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem that special to me. Maybe I just don't get it.
So the rumors are
These
true.
paintings are really coming to life.
The best I've seen. You're so lifeless.
Why is the world inside this painting so distorted?
Spectacle is born from the mind. This place must be a manifestation of Ming Yang's mind when she created it.
Why? Wait, did you hear something? Did you?
I painted it exactly like hers.
That voice.
Why is everyone still praising her work?
It's all right. It's okay. She's gone.
Soon, I'll be an even better painter than she ever was.
Watch out!
It's you! I've already done everything I can! Why are you still better than me?
Feel it.
A new technique.
Roll for me.
If it weren't for your parents holding your hand, you'd never have what could be rightfully mine!
It's the painting. Witness the art's true form.
Still, I couldn't do it. Why? I perfected everything. everything. It's all because of your abilities.
My abilities have nothing to do with it. You created masterpieces I wish came from me. Bold, free. I know art paintings have their differences, but the heart and soul we put into them are the same. You shouldn't see me as a model to follow. Only when you connect with your truest feelings can you create an exceptional piece of art. This looks valuable. When I learned the truth, I was heartbroken. I believed that by sealing my forte, no one would get hurt because of my paintings. I never expected them to continue causing harm after all these years. But Rover's words made me realize something. It was never about the paintings themselves, but rather those who sought to use them to hurt others. Mr. Baitsu, you run a highly esteemed calligraphy and painting institution, yet you've suppressed the creative spirit and violated these artists' dignity, all for the sake of wealth. Everything they cherished has now become a tool for profit. The works they held dear are just tools for your gain, insulting to both the original artists and their imitators. Set before you is the original painting from many years ago, and the one I've just completed. Now, everything has been brought to light.
We received word from the Public Security Bureau 10 minutes ago that they have taken the exiles into custody and found the location where the paintings were hidden. Mr. Baitsu, do you have anything else to add to your defense? Very well. We will reevaluate Mingyan's charges, determine the Shangyun Art Exchange's involvement in the incident, and conduct a comprehensive investigation as soon as possible. This hearing is adjourned.
It's finally over. No, I definitely could. What I meant to say is, thank you for helping me through this.
Wow! I'm a dandelion.
Judja?
Your injuries.
The researchers have taken good care of me. I heard about everything you did. You know what, Judja? You may seem soft and gentle on the outside, and forgive me, because I was so obsessed with wanting to be you. The pain of these injuries managed to put a stop to my obsession with him. Maybe.
I brought you a gift.
See?
This is your paint. It's the one you gave me. Your paintings were Mingyang.
Thank you for bringing me this paint.
I think it's safe to say she'll give it some thought.
Roll for me. Listen up. Photosynthesis. Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Joint operation.
Thunder guide us.
Joint operation.
Photosynthesis. Thawing harmony.
Shock and operations.
Take flight. Fluorescent shadows. I should lead the way. Sacred light.
Joint operation. Overwhelming power.
Hands on my face. Luminous energy.
Joint operation.
Thunder guide us. Moment of awakening. Take form. Take flight. Grow for me. Photosynthesis. May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor.
Anything I can help you with?
Hmm.